Hi, Lion Nation. My name is Alex Shiloh, External Development Assistant here in the Lion Athletic Department. Today, we're doing a great Varsity Club spotlight on one of our former student athletes, Lion soccer student athlete, Toni 2000 graduate here at A&M Commerce, two-time All-Region selection, two-time Lone Star Conference selection. Also was a key member in the 1999 team, leading them to not just a regular season, but also a conference tournament, a Lone Star Conference championship, as well as advancing to the NCAA Elite Eight in the tournament. And so, phenomenal woman, inducted in 2015 to our Lion Athletics Hall of Fame. So a plethora of awards that's very well deserved for her today. So we're excited to have her. With that being said, Toni, talk to me about all those great things you accomplished here. What was if you could think of one thing, what was your greatest memory being a Lion?
My greatest memory there'd be actually a couple. One would be just actually being able to graduate with a degree, since I was a comeback from the workplace and continuing to work and coming back to school. So being able to finish up a degree that I'd put on pause when I was younger is good. But the athletic side, heck, us actually winning the conference championship, that was actually one of the highlights, definitely.
Oh yeah, I bet
It obviously brings back smiles, good memories.
That's all you can do for it, right? So
it is.
You had a great career here. I mean, winning those championships. I know you've made a lot of key friends and developed some great relationships. And then, you're a firefighter out in Dallas. And so, talk to us a bit. What's the passion behind what led you to wanting to be a first responder?
I have always wanted to feel like I could help people.
Mm-hmm.
And the simple version, I had tried to pursue that while I was married and kind of got shot down a few times and came down to, okay, well, now that I'm getting divorced, unfortunately, it's like now I have to have a real job. I'm going to pursue this.
Right.
So I was able to actually pursue wanting to try to help people. And I knew I wanted to actually be able to do the medical stuff. Okay. So I wanted to ride an ambulance. And I knew I wanted to do 911 version calls, not just transporting from a nursing home to another facility. I actually wanted to be there when somebody was in dire need of help.
Mm-hmm.
So that gave me the option for that. So it's like just having the ability to get on the department and work both of that and the fire, because now it's more fire related than EMS related. Mm-hmm. For me, but everything revolved around just trying to help people. And obviously that's the greatest need in a lot of cases, is when everybody's at their low point. So you don't get to see the outcome a lot of times, but you in those situations, whether things are whether you did what you're supposed to do. And that's all you can do, is in my mind, doing what's right. And that's how I feel is what's right for everybody. We're all supposed to help each other out. We're not supposed to be fighting against each other.
Right. No, definitely love that. And, you're doing everything that you can, and knowing that's just what's supposed to happen. That's just what you're supposed to do, like you said. And given, you being a firefighter, I know in that industry, there's not many women there as well that are firefighters. So there's definitely a lack of representation for females in the industry. And I know you're very passionate about inspiring, young women, with March being, Women's History Month. What other than a greater time than now to talk to you about this? But, talk to us about, you being in that position, in your career and your aspirations. What does Women's History Month mean to you?
Well, I appreciate all your positive insight. Well, I know the Women's History Month is a great time to reflect on past experiences of other ladies. Mm-hmm. And there's one thing I know that I will talk about with younger athletes, because I look at the Title IX that happened in 1979, I believe. Mm-hmm. It's like, if it wasn't for Title IX, all of us would have not been able to pursue sports in college, because that gave us the opportunity. So I'm always looking at the person who was the first female, the first group, even the first female on the fire department. It's like, and the first female that was ever in the New York Fire Department, that's the one who opened the door for me to do what I'm doing now. And you hear some of the stories and the battles that they had to go through. And I'm just like, thank you. Because I could not have done that. So you're definitely the person that was there for that reason. And I know that's the way through history for everything. Amelia Earhart, Harriet Tubman, you got all these people that did extraordinary things in their time. So it's just a nice time to reflect. And it also gives you insight for, okay, what do I need to do to fulfill my potential? Because good gosh, nothing's, and I know there's times I feel like I fail on that, but okay, you have another day tomorrow. If you're given that second day, well, let's see if we can make this day better than the one before.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do what we can do to be the best person we can be. So I'm like trying to be able to provide something like that to the future kids, the young ladies that I see that are athletes. And I see a lot through fire department of kids that are in situations where it's a bad situation. It's like, just be a positive influence for them to hopefully see that they can change. It's like they just have to have enough gumption to actually be able to push and get out of this situation. It's like, don't let what's around you keep you down. And I think that's throughout history for most people, whether it's guys, girls, whatever. It's like that's always there. You just have to look at it and pay attention to it. So the Women's History Month is just a nice reminder that we can all step up and do our part and make everything better.
And like you said, every day, you know, we had that opportunity to wake up and make that decision, say, am I going to be a part of the change? Or am I going to be part of, you know, what's holding people back?
Yes.
And I know you talked about, you know, people being the first and doing so, but I know in your young career through soccer, you were actually the first to do something big with your youth soccer team. If you want to touch on that a bit, I know we talked about that before.
Yes. And of course, when I was that age, I didn't realize anything was a first.
Mm-hmm.
I was just involved. But yes, my team was a team that went to China and actually represented the United States in a world tournament. And we actually won the tournament.
Wow.
And now looking back, I'm finding out that that was the first tournament that was sanctioned by the Soccer Federation for women. And none of us knew that. We're just, teenagers playing a game. So yeah, the team was a history maker. It's like I realized my coach did a lot of history making in order for that to even happen.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
But good experiences. I can say soccer's definitely given me some wonderful experiences throughout life, and I would not change any of it.
No doubt for that. And I love hearing you say that. It seems that you've been a part of history for the great amounts of your life without even knowing it from where you began. And I know you still have aspirations, you know, going on into the future from here and the great work that you're doing now. So, you know, talk a bit, you know, about what's next for you. What's next coming from Toni Catchings?
Well, I'm currently in the process of finishing up a book, my first book, Limitless Success. And I have that in the works, and it should be happening in the next few months. Okay. And then I've got some goals to be able to try and touch some of the younger people in like I mentioned, the different circumstances where they're not in the best circumstance. I want to try to actually find ways to help build their esteem and their self-confidence in themselves, especially if they're in a situation where they're always getting put down.
Right.
And try to help them build themselves up so they can become the right person. And if I can catch the young girls, I'm hoping to be able to prevent them from being the individuals who get stuck in a bad relationship, whether it be domestic violence or something to that, try to catch them early enough to change their own self-perspective
Mhm.
so that they can become that strong woman and believe in themselves. And then if I can't catch them early, I want to have access and provide them with a way for them to get out if they're already an adult and they are looking for that exit. Try to help find them a property or a house to be able to go into that's a safe house,
Mhm.
a safe zone. So that's what I'm hoping to do in the next, I would say 2 to 5 years, but it may take a little longer to figure all that out. But that's my game plan at the moment. So I just want to be able to touch the younger group and give them a strong perspective.
That's awesome, and we'll definitely be on the lookout for that book coming soon. And as they say, good things take time, but if it's going to leave an everlasting impact, it's worth a lifetime. And so excited to see what's next to come from Toni Catchings. We're proud of you, from our entire line athletic staff, our student athletes. We envision our student athletes to grow into the person that you're being now, and so we can't wait to see what you continue to do. And thank you for all that you've done so far in your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Alex.
Yes, ma'am. But everyone, Toni Catchings, former line soccer student athlete, Hall of Famer in the Line Athletics Hall of Fame. If you're a former student athlete and you're watching this video, please visit lineathletics.com/varsity club to register and sign up and join our former student athlete association. Again, thank you all, and always go Lions.